so young. I am so proud, and I'm happy as a young person. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio, Helena Talasso. How you doing, Helena?
Thank you so much. I'm doing good.
You're fantastic.
I'm good. Thank you.
You have a very interesting name. I love the second name, Talasso. Is this
Thank you.
the name that you commonly use?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yes, because I met you, I was like, I am Talasso. I am honored to have you on the show. And of course, you are a humanitarian. Let's begin by you in campus. What did you go to university? But first off, introduce yourself. Tell us who you are and exactly what do you do.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
My name is Helen Talasso. I am just a girl from Marsabit County who is really quite passionate about women and girls.
Yes.
And everything that impact them. And well, interestingly, in university,
You studied...
I studied
yes.
economics and statistics.
Ooh, economics, ecostat.
Economics and statistics in KU.
People say it's a dreaded course.
It
You
is.
hear somebody say, I'm doing ecostat, that's a smart person.
Well,
they're going through so much,
Yeah.
but
The
they can
maths-
bear it.
The maths
maths,
there
yes.
is, the calculus 1 to 4.
Uh-huh.
It was quite interesting, but yeah, that's what I took in Kenyatta University.
Kenyatta University.
Yes, but along the way, after graduating, then that was not my passion. Along the way, I found my passion in, service to humanity.
Love that. I love how you put it, service to humanity. So what inspired you exactly to be involved in the humanitarian space?
First of all, I think my dad did.
Yes.
My dad works for an organization, an NGO organization.
Okay.
So growing up, I saw my dad always traveling around the country,
Yes.
around the world, just serving
Humanity,
humanity.
Right.
Second of all, I think it's the gap that I saw because coming from being a girl from Marsabit County, we are not as privileged as other counties.
Right.
So I just thought there was a gap that someone could come and fill in. And I thought, why not me?
Why not me? And of course, looking at your dad traveling, that thrilled you first and foremost.
Yes.
And you are traveling, enthusiast. You love traveling, don't you?
Yeah.
How many places have you been in our country? You've lost count. How many
I've actually
counties
lost
maybe?
count because I've been moving around the counties. First of all, as my 9 to 5 job is also in the service industry, the
Okay.
service to humanity.
Right.
So I serve 10 different counties.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and also now the Marsabit County being specific county that I serve in my CBO.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. That's a lovely introduction, of course. And we are celebrating women in humanitarian space. You could ask any question, and mostly your niche is girl empowerment. And of course, coming from Marsabit, the marginalization and all that, it actually gave you the impetus to decide, you know what, this is what I want to do. Tell me a little bit about your background.
Growing up, it was just a normal childhood. I was born in Marsabit County up until I was in class 6, and then we relocated to Nairobi.
Right.
Privileged or honored enough to, get a bit of exposure in Nairobi.
Yes.
And also just to see a different perspective of life. As much as I regularly go back because I have my family, our home is still there. My childhood was just normal. My
Yes.
mom was a teacher, my
Yes.
dad being a humanitarian, moving
Yes.
around.
Yes.
So basically that's it.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wonderful. With siblings and stuff.
Yes, I do have 5 siblings.
All right.
Yeah.
So what are some of the specific experiences that you've had when you're working in your line of job right now? And of course, it just thrills you every so often, and it actually drives you to continue doing this. What are some of these experiences you encounter and you're like, this is exactly what I was born for. This is what I want. I made the right decision.
So let's start with my just a bit of what my CBO entails. So it's called 100 Bob Initiative.
Yes.
And it's basically an initiative that supports women who are undergoing obstetric fistula.
Okay.
Yes. I know each time I say that, everyone is like, what's that?
Yeah. You could break it down.
Yeah, obstetric fistula is basically a hole that develops between birth canal and your rectum or your bladder.
Yes.
And it's normally caused by prolonged child labor. So most of women and girls from Marsabit County are not they can't access good quality healthcare.
Right.
So sometimes they even travel or even walk for 4-5 hours.
Oh.
Yeah. And this is it's a really disturbing condition, because the stigma behind fistula, because literally you're like an outcast.
Yes.
So the physical pain, you
Yes.
can't hold your you leak urine
Yes.
and feces.
Wow.
So the smell and everything just doesn't, you can't even be around anyone. So even if you're living somewhere, people will just build some, house just far away from everyone. So just one time I went to Marsabit. I visited with my friend called Sarah. So we were just touring around, because she has another initiative that we were supplying some sanitary towels.
Right.
Then we came across this young girl. She was barely 16 years.
Oh.
But she was married off when she was quite young.
Yes.
And then she was pregnant, and then she gave birth.
Yes.
So when she gave birth, because she couldn't access good healthcare, she developed fistula. And then because we are from a very conservative community, nobody wants to talk about it, because it can be corrected. There's a corrective surgery that someone
It's
can
100% treatable.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So no one wants to talk about it. And then she was just there like an outcast. So I really felt bad about it.
Yes.
And I was like, what can I do to help her? And the surgeries are quite expensive.
Yes.
But each year, in May, since it's the International Day to mark of ending fistula, Kenyatta National Hospital, UNFPA, or they come together to offer surgery for free.
Okay.
But then the surgery is for free. It's only in Kenyatta Hospital.
Oh, yes.
You are in Marsabit. You need to come all the way to Nairobi.
Logistics, of course, yes.
You need transport. You need food. You have to stay in Nairobi literally for a whole month, because 2 weeks post surgery, you have to go back again for some checkup. So I was like, how am I going to do this? So that's where the idea of 100 bob came.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, most of my friends, or literally anyone, can sacrifice that 100 bob.
100 shillings,
and when it comes together, then we are going to, do big
Wonders.
things.
Exactly.
So, and I'm really happy. The first time we did that was back in 2021.
Okay.
People really came through for me.
Wow.
And I managed to take her to Kenyatta National Hospital.
Yes.
She was treated, and now she's really in a good place.
Wow, that's a beautiful story. My goodness. Talaso, just opening up her heart and telling us about her initiatives. She's into this space. And of course, I know there's probably somebody, and you're tuned in, and, community, and there's something you're going through, a mega challenge, and you're like, how can I do it? Listen, this challenged Talaso to do it, and she's now doing it.